everyone, Kuro-yuki desu. Today call me Kuro-hakase. And yeah, for today we will be playing Kerbal Space Program, and along the way we will also learn some basic of rocket science, I guess. Yeah. Hey, hai dah Izzat and Pakcik Nasi Lemak. Ambil attendance lah. No. It's just the stream, so yeah, not the class, not the legit class, so yeah. Anyway, let's have fun with the rocket science, I guess, for today. And yeah, we're gonna look up a lot on various theory and some equation as well, but mostly I'll try to keep it as simple as I can, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit hard to follow, I guess. So give me a moment. Let me set up my wait. Alright. So yeah. And let's launch the game. Alright. Give me a moment, yeah. Yeah. The game is loading in background, so yeah. While we're at it, maybe we can go through some of the equation, I guess. And oh yeah, I cannot alternate tab out of the game during loading stage. Alright. So we just have to wait. So give me a moment. This loading, still loading. Okay, now it's finished loading. So first, let's go to the whiteboard first, I guess. Alright. So I guess it will be a bit, yeah. And before we start, maybe I can just explain some basic orbital stuff, I guess. And yeah, as you can see on the top left corner, there, too far. You know, there. This one. So yeah. What? Oh, that is the Earth and the orbit, the stable orbit. No need to study for this, is that? Yeah, just Imagine this is just what you call extra lesson only. And yeah, for normal stable orbit, there's 2 points that we need to remember. That is the lowest point of the orbit, which is the periapsis. This is indicated as example like this 100 km point here mark. And also not to forget about the apoapsis, which is the highest point in the orbit. For example, like in this case, it will be around 120 kilometer marks, something like that. So yeah, and then on the right side is the various way how the orbital maneuver will look like in the game as well. We have on the x-axis we have the prograde and retrograde. Prograde is actually what you call going toward the positive x-axis, and retrograde is going toward the negative x-axis. So prograde and retrograde is directly in line with the rocket movement. And the radial in and radial out is a bit different in such that like whereas the retrograde is whereas the prograde and retrograde will be something like here. Whoops, I guess it's too low. Maybe I'll do it there. Yeah. And yeah, let's say prograde is, oh my goodness, oh wow. Maybe need to go here a bit. So whereas prograde is positive x-axis, and oh my goodness, why it's keep going outside the whiteboard. And the retrograde is the negative x-axis. Oh my goodness, cannot do anything about this. And then we have radial out and radial in. Whereas radial out will be a positive y-axis, I guess. Positive y-axis. Then the radial in will be a negative y-axis. Yeah, it's a bit it's already conflicted, right? And then there's the third one, which is the normal. Normal will be on the positive z-axis. So yeah, and then another one we have an anti-normal. this is on the negative z-axis. So yeah, and then basically orbit is actually shaped closer to the elliptical compared to the circular motion. So yeah, that's why I just draw a normal elliptical here, which indicate that the shortest point from the center of the elliptical to toward the nearest circumference will be on the semi-minor axis, and then the farthest one, the more the outside of the what you call the farthest of the circumference will be on the semi-major axis. And yeah, and then during our ascent for orbital maneuver, we will be doing a gravity turn as well, which is a gradual motion of what you call a gradual motion of turning the spacecraft. And because we are using the gravity as our axis, so we will be toward the 90-degree east, and that will help our spacecraft to turn at a much efficient rate. And yeah, this is just and the orbit effect is actually caused by when the rocket fall into the gravitational well and use its engine as it's falling. So what that means is actually when the rocket is on the periapsis and the orbit is closer to the gravity of the planet, we will observe the orbit effect at the maximum point there. So as the rocket approach the periapsis of the orbit and nearing the gravity well of the planet, if we go in prograde motion, the spacecraft gonna gain much more kinetic energy to boost the apoapsis on the other side of the orbit. It will be the most efficient way to increase the apoapsis. So yeah, that's just the basic. Alright, let's get into the game, I guess. I guess I talked too much. Whoops. That was it. The game just crashed on me. So yeah, let's go back to the whiteboard first. Oh yeah, I just realized the chat. Oh, because it's unloaded itself. No wonder the chats keep disappearing. So yeah. Oh my goodness. The game. Hopefully the game gonna work fine. I'm not sure why it's crashed just now. Alright, now it's running fine. And the green people here is called Kerbal, which is the race something like human, but oh my goodness, why it's keep crashing? Ah, my goodness, that's weird. causing the crash? I'm not sure. Yeah. Is it because we alt tabbing the game during the loading stage? Hopefully we'll be fine this time around. No. We are the alien. Yeah, yes, we controlling the alien. Bantal ready. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know you want to sleep, but bear with me, I guess. And yeah, I think. Oh yeah, maybe I have to. Yeah, it's great anyone. That's probably still nice. Okay. Oops, and yeah, we're gonna make it here. No, ayo. SD don't think too much about the alien. Jeff Bezos to space. That one is millionaire. I'm penniless. Anyway, let's build our first rocket, I guess. And yeah. Should I explain about the equation of the rocket, or should I just build the rocket first? Alright. I guess we're gonna hit the whiteboard a bit. And yeah. And give me a moment. Yeah. And okay, so based on the Tsiolkovsky rocket equation, which is delta V is equivalent to VE, the ln initial mass over final mass. And yeah, whereas delta V is our fuel budget. Basically, the higher the delta V, the farther we can go. I mean, we can go more deeper in space if we have higher delta V. And as well, regarding that delta V as well, we need to consider the thrust weight ratio as well, which is that such that the engine thrust over the product of initial mass time our gravitational acceleration. Oh yeah, the gravitational acceleration is a constant, which is GO is equivalent to 9.81 meter per second squared. Gravitational acceleration is constant. And yeah, for the rocket equation, the effective exhaust velocity, which is VE, is actually the ISP, the specific impulse of the rocket, times the gravitational acceleration as well. So yeah, and then we just plug in the value and we can already calculate the delta V. But that also means the specific impulse is divided into two parts, whereas the ISP is two parts. Oops, I Yes, not enough space there. KSP will be on 2 part, which will be at surface level and also vacuum. At surface level. Well, you don't need to get my permission to go to the toilet. It's just a casual class, yeah. You can go to the toilet anytime you need. And yeah, for the I mean the thrust weight ratio as well. I mean in the engine thrust, which is engine thrust is actually also ISP. Oops. It's also just a different name. The engine thrust and the specific impulse. But basically, both of it is actually referring to the same stuff, I guess. And we'll be looking at the surface level and also the vacuum level. Why it's important to distinguish between these two is actually because at surface level, our rocket Physicun don't mention about the lab incident this year. And yeah, at surface level, the ISP will be lowered because of the need of the rocket to fight the gravitational acceleration of the Earth, because it is at sea level. Surface level is sea level. I mean, yeah, it's same stuff. And yeah, at vacuum, the rocket will be at the maximum efficiency rate, I guess. And yeah, because of that, we need to separate our staging during rocket launch, where the first stage will always go to the biggest rocket engine and with the most thrust to weight ratio as possible, because yeah, for the TWR also, TWR must always go beyond 1. Oh my goodness. Where should I put this? Can I put it there? Yeah. Thrust weight ratio must always greater than 1. Otherwise, if the thrust weight ratio is lower than 1, what will happen is the rocket won't able to budge from the launching site, and they just burn fuel on the site, I guess. Yeah, nothing will happen. No rocket launch if the TWR is not greater than 1. The best TWR, we will go somewhere around closer to 1.2, I guess. Yeah, that will give us the good rate of climbing acceleration, I guess. And yeah, without okay, nak terbang kena ada apa yeah, for the rocket to fly, we need the TWR to have greater than 1 at least, to at least launch ourselves from the rocket site, I guess. And yeah, we also need to consider the recovery budget as well, because depending on the mission, we need to prepare the budget differently. Yeah, so let's build our first rocket, I guess. Don't know, we will revisit this later on. Where's the oops. Alright, so for this time around, let's do the what you call a basic rocket shape, I guess. Yeah, this is the command pod or the pilot seat, I guess. This will be a one-man crew rocket, and we're gonna do a simple design, I guess, and of course we need a parachute. So this is the command pod and this is the parachute, and also we need a decouplers. So oops, before we put in the decouplers, we also need to put in the thermal heat shield. So this thermal heat shield, what it will do is it will protect the cabin from getting caught in fire during the re-entry period. And we will put the decoupler here. The decoupler will separate our stage between the rocket. So yeah, and for now let's build what you call a normal orbital rockets, I guess. So we will build a rocket that able to circularize on the low orbit, I guess. And for that, maybe we're gonna need this is the fuel tank, which contain the liquid fuel and oxidizer, because our orbital engine will be pretty inefficient on the surface level, but it will be very efficient on the what you call, on the vacuum level. Oh no, where's the, yeah, this one. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, this is our first engine, the Terrier liquid fuel engine, and you can see the thrust value here, which contain the ASL value, and also the vacuum value. As you can see, at surface level, the thrust generated by this rocket is only somewhere around 14.783 kilonewton. So at vacuum level, it jump up to 60 kilonewton. So this rocket is more efficient on the vacuum space. So this will be our orbital stage engine. Nak roket kepala besar KSD. Tak apa, ya, ni tajam kan, roket tajam. It's pointy, so it's fine, I guess. Nak panjang sebelah inci. Ayo, physical. Yeah, well, you cannot see it here. This is the actual, yeah, this is the actual size of the rocket right now. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the height currently is around 4.4 meter already. This is just for the orbital stage, and then we're gonna put another decoupler. And we're gonna make our second part of the rocket, which we're gonna use the where's the engine part again? Oh, here. We're gonna do the using the silver liquid. Yeah, this one. So as you can see, we got two stage of this rocket. This is the first stage. I don't know. Yeah, this first stage which is using the swivel engine with the fuel around 360, 180, so somewhere around should be 180 and 360. So with the liquid fuel somewhere around 900 and oxidizer of somewhere around 1100. Yeah. No. There's no weapon in this game, SD. Pure physical. Good. And yeah, for the swivel engine, this is the parameter. The mass of the rocket itself is 1.5 ton, and also the ASL value, as you can see, it is higher compared to the Terry engine we previously saw. At surface level, it will generate somewhere around 167.969 kilonewton, and at vacuum level it will generate 215 kilonewton. So yeah, this will be a more what you call more capable engine for our initial ascent stage. And again, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but yeah, this is the Kerbal engineer, which helped me calculate some of the stages, like this one. For this stage, if I put it here, yeah, this is the S4 here, with a mass of somewhere around 16,884 kilogram, so around 16.884 ton, I guess. Yeah, 16.884 ton. But this is actually the total mass of this rocket right now. So the thrust will be on 215 kilonewton. No wonder. This one calculate at vacuum level. We need to calculate at the surface level here. Alright. So with the surface level set to 0, so the thrust will be 167.97. So the TWR is a pretty bad value at 1.01. Because it is higher than 1, we will go somewhere, but it will be a painfully slow process during our first ascent stage. And the delta V at atmospheric level 0 will be somewhere around 2200 meter per second. So that's mean at 2200 meter per second we can go somewhere halfway toward the orbital stage. We almost reach the upper part of the orbital stage, I guess. And after this one is spent, after the initial stage is spent, we're gonna continue with the upper stage here, which is the orbital stage. And on the orbital stage, it will, because we at 2200 delta V meter per second, we will not actually clear the whole atmospheric level of the Earth yet. Yeah, I think it's pointy enough, but yeah, maybe not pointy enough for you, yes. But aerodynamically wise, it should be stable, I guess. And yeah, after our first stage is spent, we were gonna go toward the second stage. And on the second stage, we have somewhere around we have somewhere around 559 delta V. Oh yeah, we gonna be switching to somewhere around 559 delta V to 2268 delta V. What happening is actually in this game, they don't actually mimic the actual part of our Earth orbit, because if we, let's say, like the real world, at each elevation point, the delta V gonna change because of the thrust weight ratio difference and also the atmospheric effect. But because this game is using a more simplistic calculation model, I guess, so at 70,000 or 70 kilometer, yeah, 70 kilometer. At 70 kilometer, it will be a cutoff of the atmosphere interference toward the vacuum level orbital change. So yeah, at that point, they gonna use this delta V at 2268 instead of the initial delta V of 559 for the orbital stage. This is because the setting changed from the thrust vector change from ASL toward the vacuum. So in this Terrier stage, it will go from 14.783 kilonewton toward 60 kilonewton. So let's load up some pilot, and I guess we're gonna go, I guess, and demonstrate some of the, yeah. How about the staging? Staging is fine, yeah. The total of delta V around 2758 at atmospheric level, and at vacuum level of 5000 delta V. Yeah, I think should be fine. Yeah, let's go. Easy. Yeah, we're gonna fly the rocket. Alright. As you can see, maybe I need to set the orbital. Where's the UI setting? There you go. Maybe I'm gonna make it a bit here. No. We're gonna demonstrate just a low Earth orbit first, because this rocket doesn't have the capability to go to the moon yet. We need a bigger rocket for that. But this rocket will be enough for circularizing the Earth orbit, low Earth orbit. And with that, we already toggle our rocket stability assist, and as well the pilot is ready, Jebediah command. And yeah, the rocket is standing up because of, yeah, it's literally stand up on the engine part of you can see it's the flat surface like that. Yeah. In Gear World there should be a what you call the holder, the rocket holder on the side, but I didn't put it in here. But since the rocket geometry design and the weight distribution is almost level at each stage, so it's gonna be stabilized by itself. And let's launch our first rocket, I guess. And as you can see, because of the TWR is 1.01, the ascent stage is very slow. Goodness. And at surface, probably somewhere around here, we're gonna make our yes, of course. We're gonna make our gravity turn. We're gonna slightly tilt it toward 90 degrees as we going up. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, as you can see, it's going, but it's fairly slow because of the low TWR value. And as we ascend, the TWR value will change. As you can see on the right side here, the TWR is starting to increase because the atmospheric effect of the gravitational acceleration is lessened. Yeah, we actually tilting the rocket using the gravity. So yeah, the trajectory of the rocket we're gonna be like some parabolic shape, something like that. So we're gonna go toward the apoapsis of the orbit, and then we're gonna circularize from there. And I think I undercooked the gravitational turn, so we're gonna make a more aggressive gravitational turn right now, because as of now my rocket doesn't turn as much as I like. So no, this is Kuro Space Agency. Yeah. Planet Namek. Sure, if we can find the Namek, I guess. And right now we're gonna flatten the orbital. Whoops. And the first stage is gone. Maybe cool. And yeah, we are on the orbital stage right now, but we still haven't escaped the low Earth orbit yet. For us to escape the low Earth orbit, we're gonna reach around 70,000 meter altitude first. And right now we're inbound toward that altitude, I guess. Yeah. As of now, altitude we're gonna be somewhere around 69. Our apoapsis around 70. Yeah, we're on the right track to circularize the orbit. At 70, we're gonna bring it down a bit to circularize the orbit. Alright, and we're gonna stop the engine there. Why I stopped the engine there? Because as you can see, our apoapsis is actually, we overshoot the burn a bit, but our apoapsis at 80,000 meter, so yeah, it should be fine. At the apoapsis point here, of course, we are still in the we haven't circularized the orbit yet, but we're gonna start our circularization burn at the apoapsis point here, and we're gonna go toward the prograde motion. And as you can see on the orange dotted line, yeah, this is the targeted projected orbit if we make this burn. at apoapsis, and maybe we're gonna match it somewhere around here, I guess. Let's do a 80 kilometer, yeah, somewhere around there should be fine. So right now we are on the 72,000 meter. So yeah, we already past the atmospheric level, and we're on the low Earth orbit, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna make our maneuver at T minus 1 minute and 55 seconds from now, and the burn time is around 5 seconds. And after that, we're gonna have our rocket circularize on the low Earth orbit, I guess. So right now we're just waiting for the this one. Please don't make Earth is flat or is this round discussion here. We at NASA always believe that Earth is round. I mean, this is enough proof that the circular shape of the Earth as we go toward the horizon here. And yeah, right now we're just waiting over kan kekajian social landing. Please don't bring politics into this stream, please. And yeah, as we are approaching right now is T minus 20 seconds from the target. And at T minus 2, we're gonna start our circularization burn. Alright, we're gonna start our circularization burn. Oops, the camera got a bit tilted. Whoops, I overcooked the orbital circularization, but it doesn't matter. But because of the slight overshoot of the engine there, instead of apoapsis of somewhere around 81 kilometer, we end up with apoapsis of 104 kilometer. This is just because of the few millisecond burn that we didn't control just now. And for the delta V of this rocket, we have somewhere around 960 meter per second left. So we can do a lot of things in the Earth orbit. So let's demonstrate the bi-elliptical transfer, I guess. Bi-elliptical transfer orbit. So let's say we're gonna do a 200 kilometer orbit. So we're gonna make a burn at the periapsis here, because it's gonna be a long time, so we I'm not sure, I didn't discover it yet. Nasdi bumi ni di bawah pas sama bulat. No political discussion here, please, Arif. I don't want to get caught by the current government, I guess. And we're gonna do a slight time warp to go back to the axis of this low orbit. And we just passed the apoapsis of the orbit, which is around 104 meter. No worries, I guess. Just don't be any politics in this stream, please. And we're gonna reach the axis point at around 40. Alright. We're gonna point ourselves to the maneuver node, and we're gonna burn a prograde at around somewhere around now, I guess. 42, yeah, this one. Alright, so we already achieved our 200 kilometer apoapsis, and we're gonna make our pre-apsis go up to 200 kilometers as well. So we're gonna add a maneuver node somewhere around apoapsis here, and we're gonna slowly bring it up, slowly, until there's a swap there. Yeah, you can see that's what. So at this swap point, we're gonna achieve our 200, yeah, somewhere around there, 200 kilometer orbit. And we're gonna time warp again toward the apoapsis point of the orbit at 200. T-1. Oops, I almost overshoot that. So at this point, we're gonna burn somewhere around 2 seconds. Yes. And then we're gonna get ourselves 200 kilometer orbit. Yeah, there you go. 200 kilometer orbits. The orbital maneuver that I used just now is actually called the Hoffman transfer, where we burn at the pre-apsis point to raise our apoapse, and then as we reach the apoapse, we go do a prograde burn again and raise our pre-apse as well. So now we already transferred toward the 200 kilometer orbit. Beerus and Champa. I'm not sure what that is. And yeah, with that we already achieved a 200 kilometer orbit around Earth. And for the deorbiter, maybe we want the Kerbal Space Center is somewhere around here, the launch site we come from here. So let's land closer to that place, I guess. So let's do a retrograde burn, and we're gonna make it a cache around 35, and let's make it somewhere around here, I guess. Nah, maybe we're gonna make it a second round by. So I guess we're gonna make it a second flyby, I guess. So we're gonna time warp a bit. And yeah, somewhere around there should be fine, right? At 35. Yeah, I think this should be a good insertion point. Yeah, I think somewhere around there should be fine. We're gonna do a 5-second burn to insert ourselves into the orbit again. At T minus, yeah, we're gonna do a retrograde burn to land ourselves into the earth again. Give me a moment. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Right. T minus 10, T minus 5, T minus 3. Alright, we're gonna do a retrograde burn here. Alright. So now we already make ourselves a suborbital with a pre-apsis of 35 km from the atmospheric level. So what happens is at 35 km, we're gonna catch ourselves the atmospheric level, and we're gonna collide with the atmospheric surface of the Earth, I guess. And as we go there, we're gonna make ourselves orient toward the retrograde motion of the orbit, and I'm not sure which part of country is here. I'm not sure because the Kerbin is actually this planet is called Kerbin, so I'm not sure about what the actual name called. And we're gonna detach ourselves from the orbital engine, and we're gonna make ourselves fall into the gravity well of the Earth. And I guess let's speed it up. Bye. We're gonna slowly fall into the gravity well of the. Alright. So now we are subjected to the Earth atmospheric surface level, I guess. Yeah. We orient ourselves with a retrograde motion from the orbital, and as you can see, the angle of descent is a bit not that. The angle of attack is a bit shallow, I guess. Yeah, it's kinda shallow for my liking, I guess. I should go toward the 30 km mark instead of 35. Yeah, I guess I make a mistake there because we come from the 200 km orbit, so our potential energy is higher. Because usually I use around 100 km orbit from there. And yeah, as we slowly descending toward the Earth, and you can see the flare is starting up. Yeah, there you can see the aerodynamic effect of the heat re-entry, and the G-force experiencing by the crew member is at green level, so it's still on the safe side. And as we slow down our orbital descent, I guess, and let's see, where are we projected to land? Probably closer to the ocean well, I guess. Yeah, right now we are experiencing the re-entry effects. Oh no, yeah, if the pointy side is facing toward the orbital move, the aircraft will explode, because this is why we need the seat shield. The seat shield will protect the cabin from heating up during the re-entry stage. So all the heat gonna collide with the seat shield here. If we point the pointy side of thing toward the orbital prograde motion, the aircraft gonna blow up, because the heat shield is only applicable in here, the flat surface here. This is the only part of the heat shield. So with this heat shield, it protect the craft from getting heat up and blow up during the entry period, like this one. And we already reached the suborbital point, and as you can see, the orbit already slow down, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna be 100 kilometers short of Kerbal Space Center, I guess. So we gonna land on the highland somewhere around here. Highland or the mountain region here, somewhere around here. And right now we on the 20 kilometer marks altitude, and we gradually slowing down toward a safer velocity level. And somewhere around 500 meter, we're gonna open up our parachute to slow down the spacecraft. And yeah, we already below 300 meter per second. That is good, because our parachute only work below that. We cannot deploy it too early. And yeah, this is a good landing, I guess, as long as we open the parachute at a safe time. Yeah, and we deploy the parachute, and the parachute gonna fully deployed at 1000 meter mark. Yeah, you can see the parachute. It's not fully open yet. There you go. And the parachute. Yeah. No cities in this game. The unfortunate fact of the game is because of the game engine limitation. And yeah, we are landing somewhere around the lowland, I guess the lowland region. And touchdown. There you go. And we can take a report there. Oh, we're in the desert actually, but we cannot see the desert part because of it's a night time. So yeah, we can go out. Let's turn up the light. Yay. I don't think we need a spacesuit to go here. let's go back inside. And let's time warp to the next morning, I guess. This is nice. Yeah, that's the dawn. Yeah, this is where we landed. Somewhere around the desert, I guess. So yeah. No. Flying to the sun is too dangerous. Mana rumah nenek? I'm not sure. Just a phone. Alhamdulillah. We reach our the destination safely. I guess with that done, we're gonna make a rocket to the moon. Yeah. Right. Let's build a moon rocket, I guess. A moon lander. Minion. Nah, I guess we're gonna still use this as a base again. We're gonna build a let's use a better let's make ourselves a better platform. Let's do a decoupler here, and we're gonna put it here as well, and we're gonna put it a fuel line as well. We're gonna make a moon lander, I guess. Where's the fuel line? Oh yeah, there you go. Jeff Bezos. Oops. Because we're gonna go to the moon, we're gonna need a bit of energy. And we're gonna need a solar panel as well. Alright. And yeah, let's put in the engine as well. We're gonna use this interior engine as well. We're gonna make it higher here, and also don't forget the landing gear. you should collect budget pencil. Alright. Yeah, I think this one is too ambitious for Moon project. Let's build a simple one, I guess. With somewhere around 2000 delta V. 2000 delta V. 2000 delta V. 2000 delta V and around 4.44 ton. I'm not sure. 3000 delta V, is it enough for moon landing? Hmm, 2000 delta V, yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, 2300. Yeah, that one is more on the safe side. And then we're gonna do a decoupling method here. Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna shot it in the protective shell, I guess. Alright. Oops. We're gonna make a decoupler here. Alright, the lander stage is done. And then we're gonna make a big, oops, not that one. Oh no, this one is too big. Where was it? Where's the 2.5 part? Oh, there. We're gonna make a bit of more fuel, I guess. Yeah, should be fine, I guess. We're using skipper, is it? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna use this one as our moon lander. Hopefully it's gonna go well. I'm just eyeballing the I'm not sure it's gonna be enough or not. Oh. Yep, I thought so. That was my bad. I didn't check the what you call atmospheric level thrust weight ratio. That's why it's not going anywhere. I guess we need to use a bigger engine. Oops. Not the roof. We're gonna need a bigger one. The phone is around 200. Yeah, this one is the main cell. What? 1.68. What? That's still too fast. That's too fast. We need to maybe add another fuel cell, I guess, to balance the TWR. Maybe some 32. The TWR should go down to 1.38. 1.38. No, 1.38 is still too fast. We're gonna need another fuel tank, I guess. How about now? 1.17, yeah. That is more reasonable. Yeah, this time around should be fine, the TWR. Oh, the engine is so powerful. Whoa, that is bad. I performed the gravity turn a bit too early, I guess. But at least we cleared off the... yeah. It should be fine. But yeah, we really did go a bit faster than I expected. This engine is so powerful. Mark there. We almost approaching 10 kilometer up. 10 kilometer and it's around 10 degree toward east. Yeah, overall we are on a very stable trajectory. Gonna bring it down a bit more toward the 45 degree mark. And we are almost approaching 30, so we can flat out. We're gonna go with a bit of we're gonna do a bit of circularization here. Alright, we reach an airport abscissa of 85. And we're gonna go upper grade burn here to circularize our orbit. Yeah, that's near the burn time of 11 seconds. Yeah, that sounds about right. With a 400. Yeah. I guess we're gonna circularize in around 1 minute's time. Yeah, let's speed it up a bit. Alright. Alright. We're gonna circularize our orbit. Hey there. I don't know how to pronounce your name. KSP. Was it? Yeah, with that we circularize our orbit at 85 kilometer orbit, and then we're gonna aim for the moon, I guess. We maybe need somewhere around 900 delta V, I guess. Yeah, maybe a bit less, I guess. At 800. Over there. We're gonna do an orbital transfer somewhere around here, I guess. At 40, yeah. That should be a good spot. With somewhere around 17 seconds of burn time. Let's position ourselves to there. Oh my god. Due to the mass of this rocket, the turn rate gonna be so slow without the engine vector. Anyway, thank you for coming to this stream as well. MFBO TPG. Was it? Yeah. Anyway, Ashraf. No, we're not going to go to Putrajaya. And Afam, Yuki letak di kal api. Oh, fire di kal. Yeah, no worries. I prefer the clean industrial look of this rocket, I guess. Yeah. And Mas D say, yeah, pay any mega. Oh yeah. Oh, what cable also whip right now, I guess. Physical just basically go for whip right there. And yeah, the farm and physical grip is because of the earlier rocket mess that I made, because I accidentally didn't take into account the atmospheric level, the TWR, so we didn't go anywhere with the first rocket design just now. And as we are cruising toward the transition point of toward the moons, we're gonna accelerate. Yeah, we're gonna go to the moon. We already targeted the moon. The moon is gonna be projected somewhere around here as we going down there. We're gonna do a transfer burn somewhere at T-10, I guess. And now, yeah, now T-10. We're gonna do a short transfer burn with around 700 millimeter per second, I guess, of data rate. And we're gonna do a short burst of burn, a little bit more. And yeah, that should complete our burn. Whoa, that is way too low. That's 400, I guess. My goodness, 4,000 only. That is too low, too low, too low. That is too close to the surface of the moon. We're gonna do a little bit of retrograde burn just to raise our periapse on the moon. 4,000 meters is way too low. Some of the moon craters and the mountains is higher, is almost 4,000 meter, I guess. So it's not a safe altitude to cruise in. We're gonna do a slight burn to raise our periapse. Yeah, we're slowly maneuvering our big rocket. Yeah, 19 kilometers is fine. That's good. And with such, we already leave out the low Earth orbit, and we are directly on the way to do it toward the moon. So I guess this part is gonna be a bit boring, so I'm gonna go time skip toward the moon. Let's go to the moon. We're slowly falling toward the moon orbit. As you can see, the moon is somewhere around there. And yeah, we are right now projecting toward the moon. And our cable is inside here. And as we're going toward the moon sphere of influence, the time skip gonna, yeah, we already go into the moon sphere of influence already. So we're gonna do a bit of retrograde burn to circularize ourselves with the moon. Let's do a retrograde burn. Oops. Oops. Oops, I guess I messed up somewhere. I'm gonna do a get to get burn. Yeah, somewhere around there. With a periods of. We're gonna do a. Yeah, I think that one is the most stable orbit we can do. And yeah, we're gonna make ourselves to circularize to the moon surface. Yeah, I guess I did over design the initial stage a bit because I should do a 3-stage rocket instead of 2-stage rocket like this one. Who the hell designed the rocket like this anyway? And as we closing by to the surface of the moon, we're gonna fire the engine soon. And yeah, and now we just slightly below 20k off from the surface of the moon, and we're gonna do a circularization burn in a moment. We're gonna start that. That should be fine. We ran at 18 and 20, and now we circularize the surface of the moon. And now to pick the landing site, I guess. Where to land, I guess. I think this surface, the crater here is good. So we're gonna do a retrograde burn somewhere around here. We're gonna do a bit more aggressive burn. Project it somewhere, just overshoot somewhere around here with a 35 meter per second retrograde burn. And yeah, we will dispose the main stage when we fully use the what you call the fuel. There's not much left in the tank anyway. We only have somewhere around 54 meter per second of delta V left, so we're gonna burn it to descend, and we're gonna release it. Yeah. And that's yeah, we're gonna time warp a bit to go to the yeah, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Oops. And yeah, we almost whoops, I overshoot a bit, but it doesn't matter. And with that, we are on the suborbital trajectory. And to know how to kill the, we're gonna do it like this. So to know how much because this is a non-atmospheric planet, so we can use this method to exactly calculate how much delta V we need to stop the rocket. And we're gonna go retrograde until the apoapsis point gonna reach there, and we're gonna flip over. As we flip over, it should be somewhere around with a burn time of with a burn time of 44 seconds, I guess, to fully kill our velocity. And yeah, I guess we just gonna have to prepare for the landing. Yeah, we're gonna quit safe a bit. Oh, we're gonna land in the moon in a moment. Yes, we projected ourselves to the targeted spot. Let's do a bit of time acceleration. Oh yeah, the surface of the moon is not that flat, so maybe we need to burn a little bit faster than we should. Maybe around here, I guess we start burning. Yeah, we find the right spot. Yeah, we're gonna land in somewhere in that crater, I guess. Let's switch to the surface level, I guess. We're gonna deploy our solar panel as well. And I just realized I'm an idiot. I didn't put the ladder on this craft, so yeah, Jebediah have to use his own Eva rocket, I guess. We're gonna do a bit of burn here to slow down all this sand as we're slowly coming down to the surface of the moon. We're gonna do another burn to slow it down some more. At 300, we're gonna need to go faster there. At 100, we're gonna kill it off completely somewhere around here. Oh my goodness, I land on the... Oops. That's why you need to check the landing zone first. My goodness. Let's retract the solar panel first. Otherwise we're gonna break another two, I guess. We only left with 2 solar panel. My goodness. I didn't notice the slope there. We're gonna we're gonna go down the hill, I guess, a little bit. Let's use the vectoring to orient ourselves. Oh my goodness, that sounds a bad idea already. Can we use the thrust vector? Not really. My goodness, this is so much fuel waste. My goodness, how to get the rocket up right again? Yeah. We're gonna do a little bit of spin, I guess, and hopefully Oh my goodness. This is bad news. Yeah, this is pretty bad news. Let have him outside, I guess. No use. Oh my goodness. Oh well, since we are already here, might as well plan some luck, I guess. Pending Jet was here. Oh well. Now the idea is whoa. How to get back into the spacecraft. Oh, yeah. Let's try to flip the spacecraft, I guess. Come on, Jeb, you can do it. We're gonna get you back home. We're gonna get you back home, Jeb. How much ever propellant you have? Oops. Little Beyblade. Oh my goodness. I cannot stop the motion. Whoa, 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 whoa. The talk is too much. Yeah, very. Well, I want to wear it up, but I cannot. It's already top heavy. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, we didn't put RCS in here, that's why. That was a mistake as well. That's why I'm in this predicament, because I didn't put the RCS as well. What is RCS is actually a bit of monopropellant driven thruster vector base, I guess. It will control the direction of the ship with a bit of monopropellant. I don't want to be stranded in the moon. You how to make this salvageable, I guess. Beyblade, Beyblade. Not really. Yeah, this spacecraft is too top heavy. $1 million mistake, yes. Lag. This is so hard to fix. Let's go Beyblade one more time. How to fix this? Yeah, he's enjoying the ride. Giga drill breaker. We otherwise we gonna orient ourselves. My goodness. Oops. Luckily we saved that. Selamat tinggal, yes. I don't want to deal with that save anymore. It's too hard. Just in peace, yes. This time around, let's pick our spot. We're gonna eyeball it. Yeah. Because I didn't test the balance of the spacecraft. That's why this kind of thing happened. I think this one is also a slopey one. Why I keep getting the slopey surface? Alright. This time around is a much better landing. Let's just pretend the landing before that doesn't happen. That was one of the worst landing ever. And yeah, I also forgot to include the ladder. I didn't put the RCS, I didn't put the ladder. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with this spacecraft. Oh well, let's plan a flight. I guess that's complete the mission there. We're gonna go back to Earth, I guess. Now that I think about it, do we have enough fuel to go back to Earth? There should be a safe trajectory, I guess. Not there. Guess we're gonna go somewhere around. Let's eyeball somewhere around there. We're gonna make it to 270, I guess. 270 also not enough, I guess. Maybe around closer to 280, I guess. Yeah. With that, yeah, we're just gonna cruise ourselves to the low Earth orbit, but it's gonna be a very high angle of attack, so I'm not sure if it's safe or not. But before that, I guess I just safe. And we're gonna do a bit of time walk. gonna do an ejection burn toward the Earth orbit. Let's go. And yeah, we already successfully escaped the moon sphere of influence, and we're gonna go down to the Earth. Goodbye moon. And we're gonna go down to oops, I accidentally time warp too fast there. And as we go down here, and we are already entering the atmosphere level, and we're gonna dish the rocket. It's gonna be a very steep, very steep angle of attack. Hopefully this spacecraft will survive. I think we're gonna land somewhere in the water, I guess, in the ocean. And yeah, we are already on the suborbital trajectory, so yeah, we will land on the ocean. And the speed is still that fast at 20 kilometer marks. So yeah, I hope we're gonna slow down. Yeah, I think we. Oh yeah. The angle of attack is just nice. I thought it was too steep, but it's actually pretty good. And right now we're just waiting for our craft to fall down to the ocean. Yeah, we can see the ocean there. Now we're almost at 10 kilometer marks of altitude. Yeah, right now we're on 10 kilometer marks. We're gonna deploy our parachute at somewhere around 3,000 meter, I guess. Maybe 4,000 we're gonna deploy it. And at 1,000 meter you're gonna deploy fully. There you go. The G-force level is also in somewhere tolerable for Jebediah. So yeah. And there we go. We actually landed on the moon on the second try actually. And land back to Earth, I guess. Touchdown. We have successfully landed on the ocean. And where was it? This ocean? And it's actually somewhere around, I don't know, somewhere around 10,000 kilometers from Kerbal Space Center. Not bad landing, I guess. And with that, we're gonna recover this. So I guess that will be all for the Kerbal stuff, I guess. Now we're gonna go back to the equation that we use, and also some of the vector mechanic we actually used during the maneuver just now. So for the Tsiolkovsky rocket equation for the delta V, the VE is actually ISP times GO, whereas the GO is constant at 9.81 meter per second squared, and the ISP is actually shown here. If you go to the building here, and yeah, if you see the engine part here, yeah, this is the ISP, the thrust at surface level and also at the vacuum. So ISP have two value. So at surface level, I mean it is subjected to the atmospheric pressure as well. So yeah, depending on which part of the the rocket unit to use. Maybe if it's in the main stage, we're gonna use the ASL value, but for the orbiter stage, we're gonna use the vacuum value instead. Like for example, this Rebel rocket engine, the thrust at ASL is 167.969 kilonewton. At vacuum, it was 215 kilonewton. So yeah, depending on which stages the rocket is at, so the delta V gonna change depend on which stage it was using. And yeah, let's go back to the and yeah, we're gonna the VE as I explained just now, and then the ln is basically the natural logarithm only, and the MO is initial mass. So initial mass, and the MF is final mass. So how to calculate the initial and final mass? So let's get back to the game again. let's build a simple craft, I guess. Let's say the same aircraft we used just now. Where's the utility? And also the heat shield and the decoupler as well. Let's say we want to check on our orbital stages, something like this in our lander, I guess, one of our lander. And we're gonna put in all the peripheral as well, like the landing gear and the what you call the solar panel as well. So once we complete our stages here, we're gonna bring up this menu over here, and we can see the total mass is now at 4.394 ton. This is the initial mass. For the final mass, we're just gonna subtract all the fuel we're gonna use during this stage, and then we left with 2.394 ton. So we're gonna use that one as for our final mass. That's what's been initial and final mass in Tsiolkovsky rocket equation. And for TWR, gas to weight ratio, we're gonna depends on whether it is in vacuum or in atmospheric level. So again, FT is actually the same as ISP, which is the thrust force, I guess, of the engine, and depend whether you are in the vacuum or on the atmospheric level. And then it is all divided by initial mass. The one just now is like the 4 point something ton, and times the gravitational acceleration, which is 9.81. So that is the basic of Tsiolkovsky rocket equation. And let's move on to the next one, which is the orbital part. In the orbital part, I demonstrate a bit about. I did use the orbit effect just a little bit, but not, I don't think, yeah, I use it during the, not really, I don't use the orbit effect, right? Yeah, during that so that's this, we don't use orbit effect as much as we expect. But on the gravity turn side, we actually do it during the ascent stage. And yeah, during our orbit circularization and also our heading toward the moons, we did use the prograde and a bit of radial in and out as well during circularization, but we didn't use any normal or anti-normal. And for the retrograde, we use it during our descent stage mostly, and during our re-entry period. And what else? That is basically on the orbital part of it again. And for the orbital transfer effect, wait, give me a moment. Yeah, for the orbital transfer, we actually use soft-Raman transfer most of the time, where we actually accelerate from the stable orbit, which is like when we are going to the moon, And then as we progress toward the moon, and we gonna we didn't use this one, the delta V here, but we go all the way toward the moons, and let's say the moon is somewhere here, and we did circularize it with a retrograde vector on with sphere of influence focus on the moon. So yeah, we did use Raman transfer most of the time. For bielliptical transfer, we didn't use it that much this time around, because for bielliptic transfer we mostly use it for interplanetary transfer, I guess, because for bielliptic transfer it doesn't what you call it costs much more delta V, but there are times that it will require less delta V compared to Raman transfer, but it was a very rare case, so that's why we stick with Raman transfer most of the time. And yeah, I guess that did covered the basic orbital mechanic and some basic rocket equation, I guess. And I think we're gonna end our stream here, I guess. And yeah, so to recap what we learned today, we actually learned about some of the Tsiolkovsky rocket equation, where we calculate the distance. The delta V is the potential mileage, I guess, if you convert it in car term. Sorry about it. And the thrust weight ratio is what you call the initial acceleration, I guess. Yeah, if you convert it into the car term. And then we did learn a bit about orbital, where we actually used some prograde and some retrograde, radial in and radial out. We did use a bit during the orbital circularization, but yeah, it was mostly offhand for me. But normal and anti-normal I didn't use that much, because we didn't need to go for polar orbit this time around, so we only go for the equatorial orbit. And we did use the gravitational turn, where we increase as our altitude increase, we increase our banking toward the east coast to assist our rocket to reduce our delta V. And orbit effect, we did use it a bit only, not that much, because for orbit effect, I guess the bielliptical transfer capitalize on it more. And yeah, and then we also did about the transfer, I guess. Yeah, the orbital transfer. Oops, wrong scene. And yeah, I guess that's it for this week's stream. I hope it is enjoyable and beneficial to all of you, and I hope this this short, can I say this as a class? I'm not sure. But yeah, we did demonstrate some of the transfer effect during the orbiter stage, and also we also check out the delta V equation and the what you call mileage depending on the space, and also we did yeah, we did some basic rocket science class, I guess. Homework, yeah. No homework for this class. But I hope you guys enjoy the demonstration, some live demonstration of some of the effect that we use. And yeah, we did land on the moon, but on the first try we crash and burn, and the second try at least we get back to Earth. Otherwise, I guess yeah. For the interplanetary transfer, it's gonna be harder because we need to consider the transfer window as well, because with the way our galactic system align, there's a certain window of time that the what you call the planet is aligned, so yeah, during the closest distance to the planet that we want to transfer to, that is the optimal transfer window that we need to use, and for that we need to use some sort of plot graph. What was the plot graph called again? I think it was chop plot graph, I think. Yeah, we need to check on that one as well. And the delta V requirement vary widely depending on our launch date for interplanetary transfer. That's why we just do a moon landing, I guess, because for moon it is all year round orbiting around the Earth, so we can go anytime we want, and the delta V requirement won't change that widely. And I hope you guys enjoy this basic what you call basic rocket science class, and I hope you guys gonna stick around for next week's stream, I guess. And next week's stream, I'm not sure what we're gonna do about it anyway. And thank you for coming today, and yeah, a huge thank to everyone that come today. And yeah, hopefully it is beneficial to everyone, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.